Good everybody, Bargain Brother with you in the bargain basement, your prize winning penny pincher and chief of being cheap. And in this video, we're going to talk about how you can profit from the common stock offering. Okay, but before I do, I need you to do three things for me as always. Walk all over that like button, subscribe so we can keep in touch, and sharing is caring, so by all means, please do share this video. Now, I told you that we'd be doing more videos based around helping you make a buck or two. A lot of the stuff before, we kind of talked about ways you can save money. I want to talk about a lot more ways that you can make money in 2021. I know I did the side hustle series. I'm actually going to do a part 2 or a second stanza of side hustles in addition to the 10 that I shared in the earlier set of videos. But I want to talk more about like the stock market and cryptocurrency because it's so big, and it's really big for a reason. It's big because you can make money literally doing whatever you're doing right now. If you're watching TV, if you're sitting in the yard, if you're out washing the car, you can be making money in stocks and cryptocurrency. And what we're going to talk about right now is how you can make money from the stock market when companies do a common stock offering. So what's a common stock offering? I'm glad you asked. A common stock offering is when a company makes shares available, sometimes at a slight discount, to people where they can buy these shares of the company, and they use it as a method to raise money. So sometimes it usually makes the stock go down, but it's only temporary. So if you're not holding that stock, it usually takes it straight into grossly oversold, giving you a great opportunity to get in and make some money. So we're going to focus on one that happened not very long ago. We're going to use US Steel. The stock ticker symbol for US Steel is simply the letter X. US Steel, okay? US Steel, I'm going to put a graphic up here. US Steel, back in February, at the beginning of the month, I believe February 2nd, they made an announcement that they were going to do a common stock offering, okay? The common stock offering, I think they made, this says 40 million shares available. Now, US Steel is one of my favorite stocks to trade. Sometimes I just intraday trade it. Sometimes I swing trade it. Sometimes I trade options with US Steel. It usually has a nice amount of movement for a stock that's in a great price range, under 20 bucks. It's very heavily traded, so it's always some volume with US Steel. Well, when US Steel did this common stock offering, it made the stock tank by, I want to say, about more than like 15%. It went from like $18. No, I'm sorry, well, more than 10%, somewhere between 10 and 15%. It went from about $18, and I'm going to put another graphic up here where you can see it, but it went from $18 or over $18 down to around $16, and then it kind of hovered around that $16 to $17 range for a little over a week, maybe a week and a half. It even went as far down as $15.50, and then eventually, about 10 days later, I guess about 8 trading days or so, it shot all the way back up to over $19. So it was a lot of room for you to get profit. Now, the chart that you're looking at that I'm using is the 4-hour chart. So just so you know, this is the 4-hour chart that we're looking at. And those lines that I have up there, the moving averages, that yellow one is the 200-day moving average, the red is the 50-day moving average, and the blue one there is the 20-day moving average, the short term. So it caused the death cross to happen when the 50-day moving average crossed below the 200, and it kept on going down. It went into extreme oversold, and all you had to do was be patient and wait, and you were looking at a double-digit profit return. Whether you were just looking for 10%, it actually went up. If you got in around 16 bucks, it got up over 19. So it was about 20% of profit there. Basically, you set your profit wherever you wanted. If you were looking for 12%, set it for 12% and wait. If you were waiting for 8%, 10%, whatever the case may be, there was profit there to be had. And this happens with lots of companies where they'll do a common stock offering. So it's something for you to just kind of be aware of if you weren't aware of it before, the common stock offering, because lots of companies do it, and it usually causes the stock to go down for a little while. So not so good if you're holding, but if you're not already in a position, it gives you a great opportunity to get into a position. And as always, this is just my recommendation. When you start a position on something like this, where you may end up holding it for a week or two, or it might even take a month, you never know. It's always good to not overstate the position. So what do I mean by that? I'll explain. This is when you buy enough stock where you leave capital where you can add stock if you're going to stick in for the long run and wait for profit. So if the price should happen to drop, then you can add more stock basically by averaging down and bringing your entry price down. Now, well, what happens if the price just goes up? Well, so if you could bought 100 shares and you started out with 50 shares, you'll get profit on 50 shares. You played it safe. That's better than going in with your entire amount of capital you got available to you, buying as many shares as you could, and then if the price drops, you can't do anything but sit and hold. Where the person that bought 50 shares, if they go in at 50 shares with say $16.50, and it goes all the way down to $15.50, now they can add the other 50 shares at $15.50, which brings their entry price down basically by 50 cents all the way to $16. So it increases their profit on the back end. Sometimes even to profit in the short game, because holding something for a week is really a short-term swing, but you still got to have sometimes a long-term mentality, because the long-term trader usually comes out as the biggest winner. So there it is. I wanted to touch on that for you guys. Profiting when a company does a common stock offering. Bookmark that. Look for it because it happens. Check your news sources. Places like StreetInsider.com, SeekingAlpha.com. Those are two of my favorites. You also have Yahoo Finance, WallStreetJournal.com. You got to do your homework, but the money is out there, and it doesn't take a great deal of effort from you because it's already on the internet. All you have to do is search and make it happen. So there it is. I'm going to sign out of here for now. You guys, I hope you make some money with that tip. Bargain Brother will be with you very soon again with more ways for you to save or make a buck or two or more. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Leave comments below. I'd be happy to hear from you, and I will answer each and every last one. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.